Hello, my feathered friends. How are you today? My sprayer went off right when I said it. So I guess great. Today's the 4-4 portal. Lots of alignments, and it's also the half-quarter moon. You know, if people looked at the sky, looked at the charts, the cosmos, what's going on, nothing is coincidence, okay? Everything lines up on these days for a reason, because they mean something, right? Maybe you're doing a little candle magic. Just speaking. Prayer candle, candle magic, it's all the same thing. Speaking to the flames, speaking to the elements. You know, right here we have earth, air, and if I spit, we'd have some water. Oh, man. So I have not been checking the comments. I find that it's been really disrupting my auric field. Because I guess the expectation of wanting to reach more people or believing that there are more people like me out there that could resonate with these messages. But I'm realizing, like, even if it's just reaching one person, I'm okay with that. But I don't need to get mixed up in like the comments and, you know, needing validation. And also I noticed whenever I quit, I quit putting my, responding to comments, my energy levels rose. When I quit giving myself out and commenting at every single person, honestly, I just haven't, I was thinking about shutting them off because I just want to share what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. That is the purpose of this, is to be able to connect with people that I am unable to connect with in my real life. So, and that's the blessing of, you know, being able to do this, having YouTube. Like, I know for some, there's like, oh, it's just YouTube, and we get so used to it. But it's, if you really, really think about it, it's amazing. It's a miracle. It's magic for me. Like, I know people's definitions are different. That's another thing I want to talk about, is like clarifying people's definitions on things, because people's definitions of a word, if you're using a word, could be completely different. Yeah. Wow. There's a lot of smoke. Okay, so cleansing the area. I command only the truth here. Please and thank you. We are all protected, my viewers and myself. I wish you many, many blessings. If you have clicked on this video, you are of a very high vibrational caliber. That is what my channel is targeted towards, because this is the level that I resonate at. So if you are following me, then I'm very happy. I don't know what else to say there. Okay, so I have quite a few decks out. Oh, let me touch base on this. Pink Yarrow. Maybe you've been seeing references to yarrow. It is just an herbal supplement, but I have noticed when I was guided to it that it has really helped my aura whenever I give it an intention, put it in my mouth, and I give it thanks for helping keep my aura clean and negative energies out. So maybe that is something you want to look into. If it calls to you, great. If not, that's fine too. So we are going to start. Okay, we're going to start with the Oracle 7 energies. And then we will move on through, and then we will finish it off with a little tarot. Give me 1 second, please. What is it that our viewers need to hear? What message is best going to serve them today here on this 4-4 portal? Lots of Mars energy, finishing out Pisces lessons. A deep breath. I feel like that's what we just did. Oh, and then we have Wish Upon a Star and the Uncharted Sea. Okay. Okay. All right. So Spirit is definitely asking somebody to take a nice deep breath here. You could be seeing pink flowers. There is something, either you are wishing upon a star now, or you made a wish a while back, and Spirit is asking you to take a deep breath because this is not something that you have experienced before, okay? The uncharted sea. Maybe this is a wish that you're making right now. Nautical sign could be very significant. Ooh, a stork or a pelican. Keep an eye out. I feel like that's going to be a sign for you. Feathered friends. So we have 739 and 46. 731. Maybe somebody wants to look up that angel number. It might be significant. Okay. Which one are we going to read out of this? A burst of magic at the bottom of the deck and another pink flower, lotus, rising out of the mud. You might have called in some kind of magical experience. And you're about to get on a boat. Not literally. Don't take that literally, please. Also, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not make any huge drastic life choices just because of a reading. It's a process. You know, readings should be either for a confirmation of something that you already know, or helping you fill in the gaps so that you can have a more directed approach to something that you're dealing with at this time. Okay? Contemplate or meditate, contemplate, write things out. Don't just be super spontaneous with this energy, okay? I'm going to read the Uncharted Sea. That is what is speaking to me out of all of these cards. I was like, I organized all these books so that I could easily grab it. Also, the Celtics could be very significant for you. You might have ancestry from the Druids and the Celts. Oh, wow. Energy number 7, thought, spirituality, ego transcendence, liberation, God consciousness, understanding, and wisdom. Oh, God, I'm so happy for whoever this is for. Wow. You're stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark and letting curiosity lead, the faith that all will be well. Your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor you finally come to in yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right now. Where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of, they didn't put a word in there. Sorry. I'm trying to like piece it together because it doesn't, it says now, however, is not. Oh, okay. Is not one of those times. Okay. See, I gotta like reread it. Like the archetype, the hero's journey. The universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring. Adventure is calling. You may want to resist the urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical cartographer who draws your maps with your own life force as the ink. So cartography, putting in your the same information to get your natal chart, but it will give you your lines and like it's almost like ley lines for you. Specific parts of the world that intersect with the energies that you were born with. It's very cool, by the way. Yeah, if you've traveled in your life, pull it up and you might be able to link the signs what they mean and what you experienced in those locations at that time. For example, I have Mercury in Los Angeles. I moved to Los Angeles, Hollywood for 4 years, actually 5. And significant changes happened with my Mercury energy. So this is the day to dive into a novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. You don't know what this sea of possibility has in store for you. So stay curious and refrain from judgment or the need to label. Yes, please. Keep yourself from labeling or judging. Just observe. Just be. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious without the limitations and boundaries projected by the memories or expectations, by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. Oh my, take a deep breath, okay? This is something that you asked for, okay? So just remember that when it does come, that you asked for this. Let's see. What does this have to do with? We're going to pull one from the Green Witch Oracle deck. Okay. Potion. Invigoration and empowerment. Yeah, making a potion, an enchantment, any kind of incantation to help boost your morale. Morale. I don't use that word, morale. Okay. Like a confidence potion? Just empowerment, because I feel like this is going to take a lot of empowerment on your part. Or anything that's going to bring invigoration into your life. Let's read the card. I want to read this card. I've never had this card, so. What's so difficult about this deck is that they didn't put numbers, and it's not in alphabetical order. It's like Uncharted. It's like, you got to figure it out on your own. Oh, isn't that how it goes? All right. Are we not supposed to read this or what? Okay, I see it. Thank you. The potion card tells you that a small infusion or intention, even just a drop, can invigorate you and get you back on track if you are feeling out of control. Any act done with intention can stimulate forward movement. Choosing to empower yourself with a small gesture of concentrated magic can refresh you enough to galvanize your motivation. This may be as simple as casting a basic spell or meditating in nature. Not every action needs to be huge, and not every change is immediate and sweeping. Don't discount the magic that a tiny gesture or moment can create. Just a small drop will do what energizes you on a daily basis. I also feel like just a drop of this yarrow is really going to help some kind of empowerment or invigoration. Because you can feel it. Like when you speak to it, like I just have the dropper and I say thank you. I give it thanks. I send it in an intention for protecting my energy. Keeping... there's just a lot of frequency we don't perceive in the air and even from other people. So every little bit counts. Wearing crystals, taking herbal supplements, speaking and giving commands to your water. All of these are proven to work. And it's so great that the science is now catching up with spirituality. Like they're coming together, they're merging. And it's just so beautiful. Like, oh, okay. All right, moving on, guys. Yeah, so whatever kind of potion, you're going to be led or guided to something. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't tell yourself why you can't or why this, why that. Just make the conscious decision, like, this is something I am pulled to and I'm going to do it. If maybe there needs to be a little sacrifice and finances in order to get it, or maybe you're you're used to buying a pack of cigarettes a day. I don't know. This is just an example. And maybe cutting back so that you can feed yourself in a better way. I don't feel like anybody here is, I feel like the people that are listening to this video are a lot more health conscious. So that was probably, I don't know. There's always a reason for everything. So let's go ahead and pull one from the gold ink. Yeah, gold ink. The Black Library. Don't believe everything you read. Did I just read something that they're not supposed to believe? I'm confused. If you don't use it, you will lose it. I know this says exercise, and this is 13 and this is 12. Use it or lose it. Cherish yourself. So, okay. You could be reading something or going over something that makes you feel less than. And Spirit is saying that needs, don't believe everything that you read. Yeah, reframe your memories. Cherish yourself. There's something, that's why this empowerment is coming. Because Spirit wants you to know that cherishing yourself and believing in yourself to go on this adventure, on this uncharted territory into the unknown. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. You can rewrite those. You can go back into those timelines within your conscious mind and rewrite them, you know, create a happy childhood, a happy, and I know that's kind of like delusional, but we can choose to look at the good points. Not all of it is terrible. I understand that it's focusing on what good memories we do have, okay? Also being aware of those who have hurt us in the past, because what I'm getting here is Spirit really wants somebody to cherish themselves. Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you hear. You need to use what you have to prioritize self-care, okay? This is what you're being asked to do. This is what I'm getting from these cards. I know some of them are saying something else, but the way that it came out, the universe is sending you never-ending streams of messages to help you. But it really wants you to be believing in yourself, because these messages are going to be helping you. These clairs, getting in touch with your abilities is going to help you through this journey of the unknown. Now, I would always suggest going within before going out. Personal experience with an awakening. I thought I was meditating a lot, and I know I was being called to a certain location, so I went and I did, but I was very unclear and confused while doing this. But I look back and it's just so magical, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that even happened. And it was amazing. So trusting yourself, cherishing yourself, and remembering that God works through everyone. Okay? Be open to accepting help, even from people that you do not know and they're a stranger. If you're automatically going in and being like, oh my God, they're not, like, they're going to try and do something to me, then guess what? You just set that up yourself. That's why being consciously aware of our thoughts, how we're thinking, use it or lose it, your positivity is really going to be beneficial. Lack of modesty. My phone just popped up with something that said lack of modesty. I don't know. Nothing's coming up for that. I just noticed there's a dragon head on there. You could feel close to the Elvins, or maybe this is something you should look into. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I did forget I pulled that one. All right. I'm not going to read that because I want to move on to Remember Your Divinity. Beautiful, amazing deck I got on Etsy. This woman is a true artist. And I love that she put herself, like, it's given me so much inspiration for my future deck. Or just creativity in general. I love it. Okay. So, okay. I think that was more for me. Something about your pineal gland. Exercising with it, connecting to it, closing your eyes and visualizing it, visualizing the eye, allowing your body to fill up with light. Courage is not wasted. Risk and reward. You're being passed the torch. This is big, guys. This is really, really big. This torch right here shows me how big this energy is that you are stepping into. But it will take a risk. You know, the reward comes after the risk. Wow. 28 could be really significant. Maybe somebody's going through their Saturn return, or they're in the middle of their Saturn return. You have courage to face discouragement. You are brave. You may think that the tiny little things you do to love others go unnoticed. And maybe they do by the world at all. But just because you haven't posted your most recent act of kindness or accomplishment on social media doesn't mean that it didn't happen or doesn't matter. And sometimes courage looks different than you may think. Courage to walk away from a toxic conversation, job, or partner. Courage to defend those who don't have a voice. Courage to stand up for yourself, even if there are negative consequences. So for some of you, you might actually, this is uncharted territory because you're actually going to be empowering yourself, cherishing yourself, and standing up for yourself, tapping into your clairs. Wow. Okay. I'm seeing it. Courage to love wildly and authentically. Courage to accomplish the dreams that others discourage you from. Your courage is like the spark that you can start a forest fire. Your bravery and courage are never wasted. The choices you make empower yourself and others in ways you may never know. People watch you even when you don't realize it. When you have courage in life, the universe always responds. When you are brave enough to take big risks from a heart-centered place, you reap the harvest. Courage, dear heart. Some days the courage it takes to get out of bed or to take a shower or leave the house is the same courage it takes to run into a burning house. Think about that. Think about that. Has there ever been a time where you were just like, oh my gosh, I know I need to take a shower. I know I need to do this, and you just really didn't want to, but you knew you needed to? That takes courage. I know it's very small, but they add up. They add up to something big, and I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you know this. And maybe you just needed a reminder of this for that encouragement. Every crumb of courage you put out is a small victory, absolutely. As small as these tiny acts may seem, celebrate them. Cheer yourself on for doing things you love and care, to love and care for yourself. Even when you don't have the will, the more you get into the habit of healthy acts, the easier it is to love yourself and attract loving, healthy relationships. Wow. Somebody is like doing amazing work. You are doing amazing work. You're reframing memories. You're diving into like these I got goosebumps all over my legs. Diving into these traumatic events or these events that you feel define who you are when they don't. They were only presented to you as a lesson to teach you something. And it's the lesson that should stay with you, not not the rest, okay? I am. I am. I kind of do want to grab that other one because I used a whole deck to tell a story yesterday, and it was, man, I wish I would have gotten it on camera, but I feel like it was mostly for me, and I was just like in awe. I was like, what? Like the whole, every card, and it's not tarot, it's an oracle, and it was like, yeah. It's a magical time for us, guys. Super magical. You've always had the power. Clarity and epiphany. 36. Yeah. This is you. This is the light shining in and shining through you. Okay. Wow. The archways. Ooh. Rejection is protection. If it's your door, it will open for you. And that's crazy because I was just looking at this picture and seeing this archway. And it's like when you step into fully believing in yourself and no longer tolerating any toxic situations. Like I was saying at the beginning of this read, not that comments are toxic, but you need to value your energy. Be aware of where you're putting it. Who are you responding to? Who are you leaving comments for? Are they positive? Are they uplifting? Are you curious? Find out the tone of those or of other people that are sending it to you. How does that make you feel? Go with that. Cut that out. Be like, oh, but I have to. Well, then that is your choice because you have free will and nobody can take that from you. And rejection is God. It's protection. When you are rejected, when a door is closed, when you were supposed to meet up with that friend, something terrible is going on. You know, your life is crumbling. Not saying this is, but this is an example. Say you're in somebody's in a situation where, you know, they're losing family, they're losing their home, you know, that they're going through something very deep, a huge like shift in their life, and say they're like, oh, great, like I'd love to meet up with you, like I need some advice, or you're just supposed to meet up with a friend. Well, say that person isn't there. You go to their house, they're not answering the door and they're not returning your phone calls. That is a sign, okay? Do not take it personally. You have your own stuff going on. And here's the thing. The protection is that spirit, your higher self knows that if you do this, if you go and communicate with them, they might be in a very negative frequency and be like, oh man, it doesn't look good for you, right? Yeah, that sucks. And they're pouring in more negative energy, right? This is a way that spirit protects us. It may hurt your feelings, but guess what? You're going to get over it and you're going to realize the blessing that it actually was. We just don't always see it in that point in time. Look at the bigger picture. Do you really want people like that in your life? Man, if my friend was going through, I'd be like, I'm in the car. I'm in the car with a gift basket. I'm going to give you a foot massage. Well, okay, I won't give you a foot massage. I'll take you to get a foot massage. I have a thing about feet, okay? I'll give you a hand massage. I'll give you a face massage. We'll do some Reiki. We'll do some sound healing. Or I'll just sit there with you. No judgment. I'm not trying to fix anything. Let me just be present with you, okay? Just so that you know somebody is here for you. Right? Just being. Sometimes people just need somebody to exist with them. Yeah. Star of the Sea. Protection in turbulence. See, whatever is coming in for you, again, believe in yourself and know that you're protected. Mother Mary is here. Star of the Sea. Whatever turbulence, whether it's small, whether it's big, whether, you know, I don't want to use that. Maybe something at work is turbulent. Maybe something spiritually is turbulent. And they're letting you know that You're protected. They just want you to stay focused on you and what it is that you want. How do you want this to play out? 30:03 on the timer. How do you want this to play out? Should that be our question? I think I'm going to go into tarot. How do you want this to play out? All right, and we're going to be doing dropping Mythos Tarot. Okay. How are you wanting this to play out? Let's find out. 3031. Yeah, let's do that. Splitting the deck on the Empress and the Hanged Man. You're attracting a new perspective of something. Or you're going to be seeing a new perspective of something. You're going to be seeing something way different. This is really feeling like somebody shifting from external to internal. Or maybe this is something you're going back and forth with. You know, everything comes in waves. Like, there are energies and times where we're like introspection, going within, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like we figure things out within us and then we're able to go out and spread that out. Yeah. Ace of Swords with chaos. The truth, you know, you can't have order unless you have chaos. So they go hand in hand. And a lot of people can't handle the truth. No. Ace of Swords is all about handling the truth. Okay, so what is it that they want? What is the viewer wanting to happen? I just heard that you do want a new perspective. So maybe you're calling in some kind of new perspective. I don't know. Let's find out. Six of Cups. You want something familiar. Nostalgia. Hold on, let me get more. Should be seeing butterflies. We got a white butterfly, black butterfly. Oh. Oh, bless your beautiful little heart. Jax, you okay? Jax, you okay? Baby? Are you okay? Everything means something. Okay, it sounds like he's calming down. Ooh, that hit me. Okay, so we have 6 and 7. I'm sorry about that. That was just very peculiar. Something peculiar is going to be happening. And maybe you're not supposed to act, you're just supposed to observe. So what you want is something nostalgic, familiar, something on a soul level, and something that's long-term, because we have Calliope with the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Coins. Oh, should I show you this? I can't say her name. Nemosin. Ten of Cups. Of course you want happiness. You want long-term happiness. Something that feeds your soul and is like... And again, 6 of Cups talks about being protected. I think like on some of the pictures, it's like a boy and a girl in a field. And there's like an older adult in the background watching them, you know, allowing them to play. So you want to be playful. And you want this to be like long-term and full of happiness. Oh my goodness. And the King of Coin. Hyperion. Wow, that's... He's even got like ultraviolet ink on him. you're going to be seeing things from a whole new spectrum, a color spectrum, because they say that we can't perceive ultraviolet light. Oh my God, my saliva. What is that? You're gonna be salivating? What? I don't know what that is. You're gonna be salivating? I'm not. 35, 37. The two cards that just flipped out, we have the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Kronos and Kosas. Koas. And we just had the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like somebody's coming in. I don't like saying that. But we just had 3 kings in a row, guys. Think about that for a second. 3 kings. Or this is the 3 pure ones, like the Trident, like Thoth, Buddha, Christ, with all the different teachings, because they all talk about different approaches. Maybe you're getting your crown, you're mastering something on like a king level, the divine masculine energy. I'm gonna take that as a confirmation. You could be seeing doves. You could be working with time as well. Okay. Oh, that's what you want. Oh. Long-term, nostalgic happiness with your king. That's cool. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Spirit wants you to know that they are sending you messages, and that meditating and connecting with your pineal gland, allowing your mind to be still, to be calm, because that's when they're able to download that wisdom and those downloads within you. And I know people have different ways of meditating and whatnot, but it isn't until we close our eyes, become aware of our thoughts, allow them to funnel through and activate our pineal gland. Remember the message particle that is in the photons from the sun. It's that, as well as activating the pineal gland, that will give you those that insight and magical experiences, and also perceiving that ultraviolet light. Oh, I didn't even ask a question yet, Spirit. Sorry about that. This is what you want. I'm going to put them back, and I'm going to ask, what are you getting? Because that's what you want, right? A familiar feeling, nostalgia. And I don't mean like as in familiar, as in like Dr. Joe Dispenza. We're comfortable, with familiar. Because the uncharted sea and the unknown is definitely where you want to be. That's where growth happens. But I'm not getting that from the Six of Cups. I'm getting that, like, you're looking for that soul depth, because the Six of Cups is ruled by Scorpio, and that's like huge. That's depth. That is not surface level. And with the Seven of Coins, that is just long-term investments. Planting seeds, taking things slowly, because then eventually the Eight of Pentacles comes up, which is all about mastering what you were working on long term. Okay, so what is coming in for them, please, Spirit? Let's prepare them. What's coming in for them? I'm a little dramatic with my mouth, aren't I? Oh my God. Sorry guys, I'm trying to put this together. We have the Three of Swords and then we have the King of Swords. Your heart needs to be broken in order for, what is it by Rumi? The wound is where the light comes in. Something's going to break your heart first, okay? Confirmation with the spray. So, I mean, of course, this isn't what we would prefer. Three of Swords is definitely just loss, heartache, you know, and the truth with that chaos. Not many people are shown the truth because they can't handle it. It breaks their psyche. And I feel like you're being prepared for some kind of truth that's coming in, and it is going to cause a little bit of heartbreak, but please know that it's only occurring because more light, more divinity is coming to you. Now, here's the thing. The only king that didn't come out earlier was the King of Swords. And guess what just came out? Uranus. And with the sextiles going on with Uranus and the trine today and the 4-4 portal, this is, I just found out with Gaia and Uranus. She's actually the mother of Uranus, and Uranus ended up, you know, with his mother, and they produced Saturn. And he was afraid he was going to overthrow him. So, I feel like this Uranus, this energy that's coming in today is going to be delivering information and wisdom that could cause a little heartbreak, but the truth will piss you off and hurt, and then it will set you free, okay? Let's find out what else this is about. Yeah, because it's swords, it's truth, it's clarity, it's cutting through the bull. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups. Oh my God. I just heard that our definition of love has been obscured. You have almost all of the court cards here for the cups. Morpheus, Phoebe, Hebe. Okay, so what's coming in for you is, yes, Three of Swords. Something is going to be a little painful, but you have to understand that when that happens, the opposite comes as well. But you're being delivered some kind of loving, flowy energy, nurturing. Yeah. Air in the water, strength. This is going to be refilling your cup and giving you a lot of strength. With Atlas here, Two of Swords. Yeah, you could definitely get into a phase where you feel indecisive about something. But to end this off, we have the Nine of Cups and the Three of Coins. The Fates, and then look at their third eyes. Look at that. All of their third eyes are open and their eyes are closed. Even right here, the eyes are closed. It's like you're gonna be filled with a lot of strength, but you're also gonna have like this indecisiveness on what you want to wish for, because you're being delivered this new truth, and you're going to be seeing things with that Perseus or Prometheus, that new perspective that we started off with the Empress and the Hangman with Prometheus, like attracting a new perspective and a new way of viewing things. But first, it's going to kind of break your heart, because learning that we've been doing things the opposite way that we're intended to can definitely take its toll and really hurt. And it's like, why? Like, we ask all these questions. But then what follows is this abundant strength that we never knew that we even had, that you can hold the whole world in your hand. I'm hearing the world is your oyster. And Spirit's really wanting you to create. But first, you have to work from a place of knowing the truth of what's really going on around you. And also not always believing everything that you read. And checking in. Does it feel right to you? It's all about feeling, guys. Does it feel like it's for you? Does it resonate with your soul? Page of Wands, Hemera and Aphrodite, the lovers. You're going on some kind of new adventure. There's a new pathway that's opening up for you. And this other pathway that you thought you were going on, the door is closing. So it's not rejection. It's because Spirit has a much better, bigger path for you. But first, some things need to be cleared up. Take a deep breath. How did we start this off? Take a deep breath. Incantations, potions, speaking things out into your existence and cherishing and loving yourself is really going to help this energy, okay? I'm going to go ahead and show these to you because they are beautiful. All right. All right. Yeah, if you want me to. So I'm just going to pull and see what comes out of the Star Codes Astro because of the alignment today. Just so you're aware, like you can go look at your chart. Whoa. Can I get a couple cards for the viewers so they are aware of what energies they should be? And this is a timeless reading, so it could be happening in a different year. I know that's happened to me when I listened to a reader and it was from like 2 years ago. And they were like talking about like a Virgo for full moon or something. And I was like, oh my God, it's happening tomorrow, but it's a different year. It was just so cool. 4646. All right. What? I've never even seen this card. Emumkoli? Root. You're getting to the root of something. You're like finding out the origins, the root, the origins of this knowledge, the origins of this tree, the unknown, the uncharted, the pathway that you didn't even know existed. I might actually read that card. Not what I thought was going to come out. 38 could be really significant. $38, $39. We also like 34, 30. Yeah, we have 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. This is progressive energy. Something is picking up speed. Something is moving along the way it's supposed to for you. Exercise could actually help move some kind of energy. This Three of Swords energy, because it's connecting here. The moon at the bottom of the deck. Your perception is about to change. I also see a clear quartz wand. Did somebody just get it like a wand or something? That's really cool. Aries, that's funny. That's funny. The ram is really significant. The Lamb of God as well. Because during Aries season, it's the Lamb of God. If you know, you know. This is such a potent energy, you guys. I'm not saying act. It does say act, but right now with all the retrograde planets, it is definitely a time to sit with this energy. Cross-pollinate. You could be seeing bees. We have Gemini. Look at your Aries and look at your Gemini. There could be a trine. There could be cross-pollinating. Communication from God. From your higher self. But it's like there's dual. There's two. Yeah. And then I look, Juno, two. Partnership. You're going into a partnership. For sure. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, I just realized. 1-3-31. Okay. So another angel number. 1331. 1331. Do I have anything to look it up? I don't think I do. That sucks. Okay. Taurus at the bottom of the deck. And Capricorn. So, right off the bat. All right. And then I'm going to close it out. Horns. Every single one of these has a horn. Okay? Taurus, Capricorn, Aries. There is something about the horns. I don't know what. But it has to do with you. And again, 2 horns, 2 horns, 2 horns, 2 bees, 2 birds. I feel like somebody's coming together with somebody. And I don't like saying that. It's even here, look. Cherish yourself. Because somebody else is going to cherish you as much as you cherish yourself. Reframe your memories so that you're not talking about your past when this person comes in. Because they're going to pick up on it. I feel like this person has clairs too. Wow, this is not how I thought this was going to go. Juno is all about marriage and partnerships and, you know. Huh. Okay. All right. I'm not getting anything else, so I'm going to leave it there. But be aware of yourself and how you're feeling about yourself. And if you're loving yourself, if you're showing yourself compassion, because you're totally worth it and you are love itself. You're lovable. And it's emanating that. It's pouring that so much into yourself. Like, oh my God, I'm just so proud of myself and I love myself so much for everything that I've done. And the more you feel that, the more you pour that into yourself, you're charging yourself. You're charging your aura. You're charging yeah. And then it's going to be picked up on. But again, discernment to know who you're giving your energy to, who you're sharing your essence with. Because it is very valuable. It's more valuable than we think. I love you. The universe loves you, and everything's working out for your best and your highest good. Until next time, guys. Peace.